Don't get scared. I'm going to just start this video with a question. Do you love yourself? When I ask this question, some of you might be just laughing about it. How do you love yourself? Some of you might get into a reflective mode, and some of you might be actually practicing it. I feel loving yourself is a really powerful attribute. If you love yourself, accept yourself the way you are, that's where you kind of start accepting others and loving others for who they are. We'll get into how loving yourself and others helps you increase your happiness, and we'll get into the science also. But let's start with the story again. There was this fairy. Let's call her Mildred, and she was really smart. She was the best fairy in the whole kind of kingdom, and she knew all her spells. She was really clever, but she was not a pretty-looking, good-looking fairy the way it's kind of described in the fairy tales. And she had some warts on the skin and things like that. So even though everyone knew that she could solve every problem, but everyone just called her ugly fairy and did not take any help from her. She knew the spells that could improve her skin condition. She would be like a pretty fairy, like a normal fairy. But she never practiced those spells on her, because while growing up, her mother told her once that, Mildred, accept yourself the way you are and don't ever change it. It'll come in handy. So, years and years passed on, and then one day there was an invasion from a kingdom far off, where the witches kind of invaded and took all the fairies into prison. And Mildred, she kind of changed her appearance by changing her clothes, and she looked like a witch. So she was the only one who was not captured by the witches, and she became one of them. And through that, she could kind of sneak out and save everyone in her kingdom, and that's when she was accepted by everyone. So the point is that once you accept yourself the way you are, love yourself, it's going to come in handy. Trust me. Buddha once said, I'm just paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact words, that you yourself, of all the people in the world, deserve your love and affection the most. Accept yourself the way you are. Love yourself the way you are. And that's our fourth attribute to happiness. After hearing those thoughts from Buddha, a part of each one of us kind of resonates with those thoughts. If others kind of deserve your love, don't you deserve it more? If you don't take care of yourself, then are you going to change the world? Are you going to take care of your family? Are you going to do anything positive for the country, the world? The answer is no, my friend. So love yourself. That's primary. So how does it help elevate your happiness? Research proves that people who love themselves, who say positive things about themselves, kind of lead happier lives. They are more positive people, optimistic people. So it helps you kind of improve your happiness levels, decrease any mental illnesses that you have, decrease anxiety, depression. People who love themselves, they don't procrastinate. Every now and then we might push things for the future, but once you love yourself, once you know that doing certain tasks can make you a better version of you, then you will do those things. You'll implement them immediately. Another thing is that people who have self-compassion, they kind of stick to their health goals. So if you love yourself, you would want yourself to be healthy. And if you make a resolution, which is like the right time now to be healthy, if you have self-compassion, if you love yourself, there's higher probability of you sticking to those goals. The final one. So every now and then we face adversity in life, wherein our life might go into a rough patch. People who say good things about themselves, who recognize the goodness within, they are more prone to kind of getting through that adversity unbruised. So loving yourself has multiple benefits. You need to go out and practice it. One good way to do it is just ask yourself, what are the three things that you don't really like about yourself? For instance, I don't like my beard. It comes like patchy. It's not good beard. But then that's all right. Does it change who I am? It does not. It's just a physical appearance. So I'm going to accept it the way it is. Think of something else that you might not like about yourself and change it. Find a funny way to kind of reframe it and reverse the lens on it. So I'm just going to repeat the 4 attributes that we've done till now. Appreciation. Appreciate things around you, yourself. Find things to appreciate every single day. Be full of gratitude. Be thankful for the things that you have. I. Invest in yourself. And we're on to L. Love yourself and others around you. So there's one more left in this series, E. So we'll have the Agile framework for happiness. Well, it's a framework that I've devised, so if you like it, then you can accept it. If you don't, then find out your own attributes that lead to happiness. Take care. I'll see you soon.